Am I the asshole for refusing to help my sister-in-law and taking my car back after my husband tried to force me to quit my job for her? I'm 27F and my husband is 29M. His sister, 27F, got evicted from her apartment a few months ago. When I say evicted, I mean fully kicked out, not a temporary issue, not a misunderstanding. She had nowhere to go. I told my husband very clearly that I did not want her moving into our house. I wanted our home to be just me, my husband, and our son. I explained that I needed peace, stability, and boundaries, especially because my husband and I have already been having serious marital issues. He moved her in anyway. He told me it would only be for a little while until she got back on her feet. I didn't agree, but I was overruled in my own home. For context, I work full-time as a field supervisor for a home health habilitation company. My job is demanding, but I worked hard to get where I am and I'm proud of it. My husband works as a warehouse worker. We both make decent money and split the bills roughly 50-50. I pay for my own car, insurance, gas, everything. Also relevant, I am strongly considering filing for divorce. He does not know this yet. After moving in, my sister-in-law got a job. At first, she walked to and from work unless I got off early and could pick her up. Eventually, she asked if she could borrow my car on the days I was off. Against my better judgment, I said yes, with clear rules. She was only allowed to use it for work, and she had to replace the gas she used once she got paid. That lasted about 5 minutes. She stopped putting gas in the car. She started taking it places other than work. Then she crossed the line completely and took my car without asking more than once. I finally told her that unless she could respect my rules, she would not be using my car at all. That's when things exploded. Instead of backing me up, my husband came to me and said completely seriously that since he makes enough money to support the family, I should quit my job so his sister could use my car whenever she needed to get to work. I was stunned. I told him absolutely not. I am not quitting my job, not for his sister, not for anyone, especially not when I'm already considering leaving this marriage. That response turned into a massive argument. He accused me of being selfish. He said I cared more about putting money in my pocket than being a stay-at-home mom and helping his sister get back on her feet. He framed it like I was choosing money over family, completely ignoring the fact that I was forced to accept her living in my home against my wishes. I finally snapped and told him the truth. It is not my problem that his sister got evicted, and I never wanted her living with us in the first place. I should not have to give up my career and my independence because of someone else's bad decisions. That argument escalated into a full-blown blow-up between me, my husband, and his sister. At that point, I decided I needed space. I told him I was going to stay with a friend for a couple of days to cool off. His response: "Okay, but one of us is going to have to drop you off." I was confused. I said I'd be taking my car. That's when he told me no. Our driveway is long, but you can't park two cars side by side. His car was parked behind mine, and he refused to move it. He flat out blocked me in and said his sister needed my car more than I did, so I would have to leave it there. At that point, I realized this wasn't about helping his sister anymore. It was about control. Another argument followed. Eventually, my friend came and picked me up. I took my son with me and stayed the night at her place. The next morning, my friend drove me back to the house. I grabbed the spare key to my car, packed necessities for my son and me, and then we drove straight to my sister-in-law's workplace. I took my car back. I went straight back to my friend's house. Now my phone is blowing up with angry messages from both my husband and my sister-in-law. I texted my sister-in-law and told her that her bad decisions are not my responsibility. I texted my husband and told him that his sister needs to find somewhere else to live within the next few days. Now I'm being painted as the villain, the selfish wife, the heartless sister-in-law, the problem. But from my perspective, I was forced to house someone I didn't want, pressured to give up my job, blocked from accessing my own car, and expected to sacrifice everything so someone else could avoid consequences. So am I the asshole?